Our generation truly misunderstands what the point of meditation is. Now, one hard truth is that most people avoid doing this on purpose. Your inner thoughts are really scary. Past traumas, memories that you don't want to think about, things that hurt. Welcome back to the second video in a series I'm doing on discovering who you truly are. My name is Q, and today we're going to be talking about something I think a lot of people, especially in my generation, completely misunderstand, and that is meditation. In this video, we're going to cover why your conception of meditation might be completely wrong, and then we're going to go into what true meditation really is, how you can discover yourself through meditation, and then I'm going to tell you how to practice this kind of meditation and what benefits it will bring to you. Now let's get right into it. When I tell you to think of meditation, I'm willing to bet that what you think of is the meditation they show you in movies, where it's a monk sitting with his eyes closed, his hands like this on his knees, and he's just quiet, sitting there still. You might also think of one class you took in school where they sit you down for 15 minutes and told you to focus on your breathing. Now, you were probably taught, and you probably understand, that this type of meditation is meant to quiet your mind. It's meant to suppress your thoughts and make your thoughts as quiet as possible. That's not what meditation is for. That is only part of the way there. And when you stop there, you're missing the entire point. Meditation is not about quieting the mind. There is no way you can possibly completely eliminate every thought that pops up into your mind. So if the point isn't to quiet your mind and make your mind as silent as possible, like you've been told before, what is the point of meditation? The point of meditation is to listen. You quiet your distracting thoughts. You quiet the thoughts that come from outside, the things that you need to get done today, the problems you're having, all of these mixed emotions you're having. You suppress those. You let those thoughts go, and you allow your deeper inner thoughts to come into your mind. And what you do with those, you don't try and control them. You don't try and analyze them. You just listen. That is the point of meditation, to be able to listen, to be able to hear these deep inner thoughts. Because these deep inner thoughts are what you truly are. You're not all of these distracting worldly thoughts. You are not the person that you try and make yourself in order to appear in front of others. You are not this external version of yourself that people are so often caught up in, and most people actually live and completely exist in. You are you. You are what exists in here and in your soul. But when you don't take the time to listen to these things, you lose them. You lose who you truly are. You lose your inner passions, your excitements, and you get lost in the values and beliefs of other people. That's why meditation is so important, and that's why people keep talking about it. It's not that meditation is just good for your mental health and it provides you some physical health benefits. The point of meditation is discovering who you truly are. That's all. And without meditation, without the practice of getting rid of external thoughts and distractions and truly tuning in to these inner thoughts, you will never be able to find out who you truly are. Now, one hard truth about listening to your inner thoughts is that most people avoid doing this on purpose. Whether it's unconscious or consciously, your inner thoughts are really scary. But the point of meditation is acknowledging these things so that you can heal them. Whether you realize it or not, whenever you suppress these traumas, whenever you suppress these negative emotions and you don't address them and allow them to heal, they affect you in more ways than you can know. They will show up in your behavioral patterns. They will show up as depressive thoughts. They will show up as anger. And you'll think to yourself, why am I behaving this way? Why do I feel this way? You might even be miserable and you'll have no idea why. But the reason why is because you don't give yourself time to listen to who you truly are. You're not giving yourself the time to heal. You're just letting these wounds fester because you'd rather not see them in the first place. But this initial pain that comes with meditation is met with a tremendous amount of joy that follows, a tremendous amount of liberation that you will never feel otherwise unless you give yourself the chance. That's the point of meditation. And that's why meditation is so powerful. That's why there are whole spiritualities centered around the idea of meditation, because meditation is about self-discovery. You get to find what you truly want and how to get there. When you let yourself listen to your inner thoughts and your deep emotions that maybe you've been suppressing for all this time, you set yourself free. And that freedom is addicting. I'm talking a lot about this secret transformational form of meditation that's going to set you free and change your life. But if it's not what they show you in movies, what is it? How do you do this type of meditation? So I'm going to give you 3 steps you can take to get into this mindset, to get into this state of listening, of being able to hear your inner self. The first step is putting yourself in an environment where this is even possible. If you live in a home where there are a lot of distractions, people are coming to bother you all the time, and whenever you try and put yourself in this state of being quiet, you're constantly anxious that someone is going to come through the door and distract you, or your phone is right there and it's buzzing and you're tempted to pick it up. You're never going to be able to get into this deep form of concentration and focus that you need to listen to your inner self. So the first step is to put yourself in an environment without distractions, without anxieties, without the worry that something is going to come up and bring you out of this state. You can't think of a place that exists like this around you, or if you don't have a safe place to go, here are a couple suggestions. One of my favorite things to do to find this type of environment is to go hiking. Go out in nature. Find a park where there's not too many people around you and you can sit quietly without being disturbed. Pretty much all of your distractions either come from in yourself or from other people. So one of the easiest ways to get rid of these distractions is to separate yourself from other people. And the best way to do this is just to go on a hike, go to a park. Another thing you can do is to find someone you trust. If you know somebody that has a house where you can feel safe and feel like you won't be distracted, go to that friend, go to that person, and just ask them, can I stay in your house for an hour, for 30 minutes, for 15 minutes to just be quiet and rest? And I'm sure this friend will let you stay. If they really care about you and all you want to do is occupy a small space in their house, then just ask. I'm sure it'll be okay. Now, once you find and put yourself in this safe place, in this environment where you won't be easily distracted, it's time to move on to the second step. And that is the first form of meditation that you were taught before. This is the meditation where it's time to quiet your mind and release distractions. But this can be done in more ways and in more enjoyable ways than you might realize. One of the easiest and simplest ways is to just do breathing exercise. To close your eyes, sit comfortably with your back straight, and to just breathe. Focus on your breath. Do it consciously. Whenever you consciously focus on your breath, when you think about moving your stomach muscles up and down and filling your lungs with air and pushing it out, you stop thinking about all of these external things. You're fully present in the moment. And that's what this first form of meditation is all about. The first step in meditation, besides finding your environment, is to be completely present. That's what it's all about. All of these other distractions and other people, what they do is they bring you anxiety about the future or the past. You worry about people that are going to come and distract you. You worry about things that you need to do in the future or mistakes that you made in the past, instead of thinking about right now. Whenever you focus on things like your breath, you automatically force yourself to put yourself in the very moment. Another way you can do this is to do something you really enjoy. One of the things I love to do is to go outside and to just sketch what's in front of me. Because one of my passions is drawing. You need to find an activity that can get you into a flow state where you're completely focused on what's in front of you. Whether that's drawing, playing music, it can be singing, it can be really anything that you can do right in the moment. And whenever you can focus fully on that thing, you are in a form of complete concentration. You are fully in the moment. This second step is all about being present in the present moment, not in the future or in the past, being here right now. And once you can do that, you let go of all of these other distracting thoughts automatically, because that's what those other distracting thoughts are. They're thoughts about the future and they're thoughts about the past, not thoughts about right now. Okay, so let's say after about 5 minutes, 10 minutes of doing whatever activity or focusing on your breath, you get to a state where you feel very present. And you'll know this state because you'll begin to feel relaxed. You'll begin to feel like you're worrying less. And this is what this traditional form of meditation that we're normally taught seeks to do. And this is why it's prescribed for relieving stress physically and mentally. And this is a great state to be in, but this is only halfway there. The next step is to start listening. And this is the last step in achieving this form of meditation. And for many of us, this will be a very foreign step that will take practice. Once you put yourself in the mindset where there's no more distracting thoughts about the future or the past, all you need to do is to stop doing anything. Just observe. Be aware. Whenever you're in this completely present focused state, there will be thoughts that pop up in your mind. And your job isn't to suppress them or try to eliminate them or even analyze them. Your job in this third step is to just listen to them. Watch your thoughts carefully. Later, you can observe them and think about what they meant to you. But your job right now is to just let them speak to you, because only in this present focused moment can you even hear them. So right now, let these thoughts come up. Let them enter your mind. Let them take you where they need to take you. And then once they take you there, they will finish on their own. Important thoughts that you've been suppressing for a long time, important emotions and traumas that you might need to deal with will pop up, and these can be painful for you. But once you let them come to your mind again, you can allow yourself to deal with them outside of this meditative state. You can allow yourself to heal. It will bring reason to actions that you had no idea why you were doing before. It will bring reason to emotions that you had no idea why you were feeling. If you feel depressed or angry and you don't know why, if you hurt other people close to you and you don't know why, this is how you find out. No one else can tell you the answer. The only way you can find the answer is by looking within yourself, listening to your inner thoughts through meditation, true meditation. Now, if you want to know about an easier form of this that you can practice in your day-to-day life, even when you have distractions, go check out my last video, part 1 of this series, where I talk about 3 key awarenesses you should be practicing to know your true self. But in this video, I really wanted to focus on how to really dig into these thoughts and discover hidden parts about yourself that you would otherwise not be able to know. Without knowing these deep parts about yourself, without letting yourself acknowledge them by suppressing them and keeping them silent, you are limiting your ability to become your true self. And by doing that, you are limiting your ability to become your best self. Because your true self is the greatest version of yourself that you can be. Whenever you let yourself become someone you're not for other people, or because it's less painful in the moment, you are restricting your potential. You are putting a cap on what you're able to achieve because you're doing things that are not truly you. And that's really the message that I want to share in this whole series. When you do things that are truly you, whenever you shape your life in a way that you deserve to live because it's what you need as an individual, you will see your life prosper in a way that you would never even imagine could happen. You will be so fulfilled and energetic that you might even see yourself as a completely new person. But all of this can only be achieved if you first learn to know who you are. And that takes 1, observing your actions and your thoughts and your emotions, and 2, listening to your inner self. In future videos, I'm going to share with you more techniques and ways to fully discover who you are. But for now, these first 2 videos are really important. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. And again, if you like this video, if this was helpful for you, please let me know down in the comments. Give me a like. Share this video with someone who you think would benefit from this message. And once again, thank you. See you guys next time.